Hello everyone. In our last class, we started with the chapter central tendency. When we are talking about statistics, we get the data, right? As soon as we get the data can look like three varieties. It can be an individual series, distinct values, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can be a discrete series, 2 is repeated 10 times, 3 is repeated 4 times, 4 is repeated this many times, or it will look like a continuous series, intervals, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, or 0 to 10, 10 to 20. When we are talking about a continuous series, it can look like two. One is a relay exclusive series and the other is non-relay inclusive series. Every statistical calculation will be done from exclusive. It has to be relay. So when we are having a continuous, when we have a class interval scenario, so 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Yes, this is a continuous interval and it is an exclusive one because these are known as lower limits. All these three are known as upper limits. So for the first interval, upper limit is 10, and for the second interval, lower limit is 10, which is same. So yes, it is exclusive. So this is my class interval, this is my class boundary, both are same. In 0 to 10, 0 is included, 10 is excluded. 10 will be included in the next interval, 10 to 20. So we say that in a class interval, the lower limit, it includes the lower limit, but it excludes the upper limit. Next, when we are finding out, suppose if I have an inclusive series, non-relay series, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. So this is inclusive, this is not a relay race because the first one ends at 19, the second one starts at 20. So what we do is the difference between the two numbers is 1 divided by 2.5. So all the lower limits get reduced by 0.5 and all the upper limits increases by 0.5. So this was class interval. We will form class boundary. So n minus 0.5 will be 9.5 plus 19.5. 19.5 to 29.5. 29.5 to 39.5. So class boundary are the actual class limit of the interval of the class. So in this case, these are known as lower class boundary. These three are known as upper class boundary. Lower class boundary is even smaller than LCM. So we say that LCB is a lower limit to LCM. UCB is more than UCL. It is an upper limit to UCL. When we are finding class mark, mid value, which are also known as the representatives of a class interval. So in mid value, you can use anyone, class interval or class boundary. It gives you the same answer, right? So if I need to find the mid value here, so lower limit plus upper limit by 2 or lower class boundary plus upper class boundary by 2. Both give you the same 14.5, right? Another thing is width or size of the class. Width or size of the class is the difference between boundaries, not limit. Because if I would have subtracted 10 and 19, I would have got the boundary to be 9. But if I subtract them, I get 10. So the actual class by actual the size of the class is 10. So in general, the interval sizes are same, but it may also be different. It doesn't matter when we are finding out mean. Okay. In median and mode, what will happen? We'll study whenever that comes. Okay. Clear? Okay. So whichever statistical calculation or analysis we are doing, we'll be doing for all the three cases, for individual, discrete, and continuous. Then the first thing when you get a distribution, the first thing that you start is measures of central tendency, the first foremost. And that's why see, we say that measure of central tendency are known as averages of first order because that's the first thing we calculate. Without calculating mean, you cannot do anything else. I cannot do dispersion, I cannot do correlation regression. It's always in a serial, right? Now, when we are doing measures of central tendency, the word central tendency, what does it mean? It means that the tendency of the data to cluster around a single middle or central value. The tendency of the data to cluster around a single middle or central value. And that middle or central value is known as the measures of central tendency. How many varieties are there? 5. Arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean. We started with arithmetic mean, also known as mean or average. The actual formula is sum of the observation by number of observation. So when we have individual series without non-frequency series, in that case, the formula of mean is sum of observation by number of observation. Now, when we had discrete and continuous, in both the cases, we have frequency. So mean will be summation fx upon summation f. F into x gives us the total observation, and f summation f gives us the total number of observation. Right? Now, in case of continuous, x is the mid value. They are the representative of a class interval. Is that okay? Then we talked about that change of origin and scale, plus minus into divide. If I have, suppose the mean of x is 3 and I want to find out the mean of 5x minus 2. So what did we learn in that property change of origin and scale? That if something is multiplied with the x or is subtracted or added or divided, the same thing will be reciprocated. The same thing will also be copied in its mean. So I can say that this will be 5 into mean of x minus 2. So mean of x is given to be 3. So directly I can say the answer is 30. So I don't need to do the entire calculation again. Is this understood? Do you remember?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Okay. Now we talked about varieties, two sums. First is finding the direct mean. So if we have to do it, we're always going to do with the direct method because we can apply the calculator. We don't need pen. But in some cases, if the formula comes, for that, we talked about the assumed mean method, right? I'll come to that. Let's first do a couple of sums. You give me answers. Question. Find the mean of 30, 45, 60, 40, 15, 65, 85, and 20. No need to use the pen. Just get me the answer.
45.
45.
Very good. The mean of x will be add all of them divided by number of observation a. So when you add, you get, I think, 360. Answer would be 45. 30. Second, this was individual series. Then we talked about discrete, x and frequency. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Frequencies 8, 12, 20, 10, 6, and 4. First, find out the total of frequency so that you can directly divide it. Do it orally. Sum of frequency is 60. So, x bar summation fx upon summation f multiply m
41.
plus multiply
41.
m.
0.
Sorry?
41.
41.
Perfect. Very good. Okay, RF. Online, is anyone facing problem with the how to calculate, how to use a calculator in this case?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, so answer should be 41. Question. Intervals. 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. This is class interval. Frequency 2, 8, 6, 10, 4. For this, you need to calculate the mean. So using a pencil in the question itself, you will be writing down the mid values. So 0 to 5 mid value. 2.5, then 5 to 10. So it's a equal interval, equal size. So add 5, 5, 5. So 12.5, 17.5, 22.5. Find the total of frequency.
मैम आंसर
30.
13.5 है
13.5 है.
So now mean. Everybody try. Hmm? Everybody got the answer 13.5.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone facing any problem, guys, online?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
The same sum if I would have done using assumed mean method. So what was assumed mean method? You find out deviation. You find out D. D deviation is difference. So how do we find? I subtract a random value from X, usually preferably the middle value. So X minus 12.5, 0 minus 5 minus 10 plus 5 plus 10. Now what we do is, since our decimals have been removed, we find the mean of D. So we will find mean of D, that is summation FD upon summation F. And since in my data I subtracted 12.5, so obviously my answer will not be the same as the original mean. So what I need to do is I need to counter again. I need to add D plus again, D bar, right? So actual formula in assumed mean method. Formula in assumed mean method. X bar will be A. A is that assumed value plus summation FD upon summation F. That is basically what? Mean of D, where D is X minus A. That's our formula. So calculate, try.
मैम एमसीक्यू में ये सब का कहाँ काम आएगा, ये सब अज्यूम नहीं
कोई
होता.
खाली फॉर्मूला आ जाए खाली उसके लिए. अगर सम करना है तो हमने डायरेक्ट ही लगाया. Got the answer? Everybody? Does it match 13.5?
हाँ मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in the same sum, we'll be doing step deviation method. In the same sum, we'll be doing step deviation method. So, what the step deviation method says? Again, we will be finding the deviation. So, definitely we are going to subtract 12.5, a random value. With that, I'm also going to divide it by the height of the class. What is the height of the class? 5. So, I'm going to divide everyone by 5 and this will be written as U. Okay, any variable. So 0, minus 1, minus 2, plus 1, plus 2. कुछ भी लिख सकते हो. Yes. So in this case, what I have done is, in order to make my observation smaller, I have subtracted 12.5 and I've also divided 5, which made my observations really small. Now what we will do is, we will find the mean of U. How do we find mean of U?
XQ divided by summation F. Summation
Summation
XQ.
FU by summation F. Agree? Now, when I will find the mean of X, since I have done something with the data, I need to count because I've subtracted something. That means the original answer won't be same. So for that, I need to add again. I divided by 5. So that means my answer has changed. So to counter, I need to multiply by 5. So now to the answer of mean of U, I need to add 12.5 and multiply 5. By Bodmer's rule, what do we know? First addition or multiplication? Multiplication. So we will first multiply 5 with the mean of U and then we will add 12.5. So with the mean of U, we are going to multiply whatever we divided and then we will add 12.5. Yes, let's try. Find out mean of u, everyone. Mean of u, how much? F into u by f.
0.2.
0.2. 6 by 30. 6 by 1 by 5. So you'll get 0.2. Final. So now what we'll do is we'll multiply 5 to it and then add 12.5. So I think you will be getting 13.5 again. You will get
Yes, ma'am.
13.5. Rest of you?
हाँ
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
yes
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
All of you
ma'am.
got the answer? So what happens in step deviation method? In step deviation method, please note, we first find out u. How do we get u? X minus a by h, where h is the size of the class. H is size of the class. So first we find mean of u, summation fu upon summation f. To this we will again multiply whatever we divided and we are going to add whatever we subtracted. This will give me the mean of x. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
हाँ मैम.
Guys, clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now we will talk about property. See, these sums come. Don't say that. Don't think that it's a long sum. We need pen, so it won't come. I'm not saying the mean, assumed mean, and step deviation method, but finding mean, it comes. So as I said that in certain questions, there will be 5, 6 questions where you need to work out. It's not direct like just one liner. So in such questions will come. So you need to be very quick with the rest of the questions so that when these questions come, because they're easy, it's not that they're difficult, it just takes a little time, right? So now when we will be doing median and mode, you need to use certain time spent. So it will take a little 1 minute or 30 seconds more than me or more. So
मैम जो ये x माइनस ए होता है, ये a तो मिड वैल्यू होता है ना वो क्लास का.
the central value of the all mid values. कोई भी एक बीच का value random. You can take any random value. Doesn't matter that it is necessarily need to be taken as a middle value, but it makes the calculations easier if you take a middle value.
अच्छा मैम, ठीक है.
If there are two middle values, you can take any one. You don't need to find out the average or anything like that. Done, guys? Any doubts
Yes,
till here?
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now, coming back here.
मैम अगर साइज ऑफ द क्लास इवन हो तो ए आके कुछ भी ले सकते हैं मैम.
मतलब अगर जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे 27.5 भी होता, if in my mid value I would have also had 27.5, then both of these two numbers would have been in the middle. You can take any one, doesn't matter.
ओके मैम.
In general, theoretically, you can take 2.5 also. It won't matter. It's just that it will give you a lot of positive values. It won't count. It won't make that a smaller value, right? That's why we preferably take a middle value. But it's not a rule that if you take the values like 2.5 or the ending values, you won't get the answer. That's not the case.
ओके मैम.
Everybody clear?
हाँ.
Okay. Now, to understand properties, okay, the first question, as I said initially, in order for a student to be good, there are certain parameters we judge on whether the student is regular, does the homework, attentive in class, communicative. There's so many things, right? Similarly, for a measure of central tendency to be a good measure, there are certain questions we'll be asking. First, is it rigidly or improperly defined? What do we mean? If I give you any kind of a data, positive, negative, fraction, any kind of a data, Can you find mean? Because right now mean is in question. If I give you any kind of data, whether it contains positive values, it contains a mixture of positive and negative values, or it contains all negative values, so will you be able to find the mean? The formula is sum of the observation by number of observation. Number of observation can never be zero, can never be negative. So that's fine, right? So finding the total dividing by a number. So that's fine. I can always do that unless the denominator is zero. The denominator can never be zero because it's number of frequencies. So mean is properly and rigidly defined. It will always exist. There will be no scenario, no example where we say that no, mean don't exist, mean doesn't exist. There will never be such a scenario. And that's why we say that mean is properly, rigidly defined. Yes? That is what the word means. Second, is it unique? That means if I given you this question, no matter which method you are applying, is it the case that you can get a variety of answers? Sometimes I have got 13.5. By applying a different method, you will get 10.5. Is that the case? No matter what I do and whoever does it, everyone, if they are correct, they need to have the same average value. They need to get the same mean value for the sum to be correct. That means there is a unique value for each data. There is a unique average value for each data. So for one set of data, you can only have one value of average. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
mean is unique. First, properly defined because there will be no such scenario where we'll say that no, it doesn't exist. Second, mean is unique. There you can never get more than one answer. Third, is it based on all the observation? Does it use all the data in the question? It's a question you need to answer. Does mean uses all the observations of the data? Do I need use everyone or do I exclude anyone?
All the
Everyone.
data.
Everyone is
Everyone.
included, all the data is included, which is a good thing. So it is based on all the observations of the data. And since it is based on all the observations, it will definitely be affected by extreme fluctuations. What do I mean? That if I would have changed the minimum and the maximum value, 2.5, 22.5, if I would have changed it, then automatically the value of mean will also change. So it is affected by extreme observation fluctuation, or it is affected by sampling fluctuation. If I change a little things in the data, then the mean will also change. You have to counter that. Agreed? Then it is affected by both change of origin and scale. So if y is ax plus b, then mean of y will be a into mean of x plus b. Then comes, very important, mathematical treatment. This question will always ask, and it's a unique property of mean. No one else has it. Median doesn't have this, mode doesn't have it. Okay, so you usually have questions like they will give you a property. Which out of the following is based on all the observations of the data? Mean, median, mode, and say random something. None. It's only mean. Because when we will learn about median and mode, you will see that they use some portions of the data. They don't use each and every one. It's only mean. Who is affected maximum by the sampling fluctuation? Mean, because it uses all the data. So if you make any minor also changes, mean will get affected, right? Who is affected by the extreme observation fluctuation? Mean, because it uses again everyone. So whichever data you change, smaller, middle, larger, it will have an effect on it. Is it unique? Yes, mean is unique. Is it properly defined? Yes, mean is properly defined. It will always exist. Then comes, is it subject to mathematical treatment? I'm saying yes. What do I mean? Supposingly, the average of section A out is 30, average of section B is 32. Okay. Now, and if I know how many people are sitting there, I don't want to know what is their individual values. Just by knowing that section A having 100 students has an average of 30, section B having 50 students has an average of say 32. I can directly tell you that if you combine both of them, what will be the average? That is subject to mathematical treatment. That if I give you two different scenarios, two different series, and I give you the mean value of both of them, I won't give you individual values. Which student got how much? I won't tell you that. I will tell you for the entire section, this is the average. For the entire second series, this is the average. So can you combine the series and without knowing the individual values, can you tell me what will be the combined V? Yes, we can. And that property is known as subject to mathematical treatment. How will I do it? I'll teach you. Don't write. We'll write later. Okay. So mean is sum of observation by number of observation. Do you all agree? See, what actually happens that supposingly everyone has got a different contribution. We were collecting a donation. Someone gave 10 rupees, someone gave 100, someone got 500, according to whatever they could arrange. So 10 people arranged 1200 rupees, a total donation. I asked a class to come make a donation and they accumulated 1200 rupees. A class of 10 people accumulated 1200 rupees as a total donation. So that 1200, does everyone donated equally? Does everyone have an equal share in 1200? No. Someone gave less, someone gave a lot. So mix and match and they accumulated a total of 1200 rupees, right? So actual values, they are different. But what will mean do is, it will say that since a class of 10 people has donated 1200 total, so on an average, each person has given 120 rupees. 1200 by 10, that is 120. So average does what? It distributes the total thing equally. So they have got a total of 1200. So 1200 gets equally distributed among 10 people. So 120, 120, 120, 120, 10 times. Right? Ulta. Now what will I tell you is, suppose the average of 5 people is 10. Average of 5 people is 10. Right? If there is a class of 5, everyone on an average has donated 10, 10, 10 rupees. That means what is the total accumulation?
100.
Again, the class of 5 people has an average of rupees 10 donation. That means what is average? That each person has donated 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? So that means I have a total donation from that class. How much?
50.
50.
First person 10 rupees, second person 10 rupees, third person 10 rupees, a total of 50 rupees. How did I get it? Average 10, number of people 5. So sum of observation will be 50. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, so everyone got accumulated 50 rupees. Now, if I tell you the first person accumulated 2 rupees, the second person gave 5, the third person gave 20, the fourth person gave 7, then can we not calculate the fifth one? If I give you the values of the first 4 observation, then and we have the total, then we can get the fifth value. Suppose I would have said first one 2, second one 5, third one 20, fourth one 10, and then say 7. The I given all 5. Yeah. Fifth one I did not give you. Say X. So what will be the fifth person's donation?
15, ma'am.
13, ma'am.
Tera.
13.
13.
Did you all get this answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Suppose I tell you that a class of 20 people has an average donation of rupees 50. A class of 20 people has an average donation of rupees 50. Can you tell me what is the sum of observation?
1000.
1020 into 50. So if I say that sum of observation is number of observation into mean, will it be fine? Do you all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So from this case, there can be numerous questions it's not there in your book. In your book, you only have normal question, find the mean, find the mean, find the mean, and a missing value. You don't have these questions, but it comes. Okay. Suppose I tell you that average of 15 people is 40. This is the question. So first from this line, what can we assert?
Mean and
What
number of persons.
Ma'am, sum of
total sum will be Sum of
600.
observations
600.
will be
600.
15 into 40. How much?
600.
600. Number of observation was 50, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now there will be variety of questions that can be asked. Say first one, I'll give you 14 values. I will give you 14 values. You can find out the next one, the remaining one. So from 600, you will subtract all those 14 values. Whatever remains is the 15th contribution. Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Second, if I say one person gets added with a donation of rupees 50. So earlier we had 15 people. Now one more person joined in. So that means how many people in total now? 16. And what will be the sum of the observation? Earlier the 15 people's total was 600. Now who with a person that gets added has a donation of rupees 50. So the total donation now amounts to
650.
650. So now we can find out the average of 16 people. Answer
40.625.
40.625. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, guys.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next. Similarly, if one person added, I could have also said that one person left. Same. One person gets added ki jagah, one person left. So he took his 50 rupees with him. Yes. So now how many people left? How many
14
people
people.
left?
14
14.
people.
And how many donation left? How much donation left?
550.
550. So what would be the average?
39.28.
39.
Right? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
I could have also asked you what is the difference in the average value. Earlier the average was 40. Now the average is 39.28. What's the difference? 0.72. The average decreased by 0.72. It could have also been asked this way. See, right now I wrote a lot of things. In general, you don't write so many things. So you directly use your calculator. Is it understood to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Ma'am,
Again,
can
I
you
could have
repeat?
said, sorry,
Ma'am, can you repeat it?
did you understand the 39.2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now if I say that, suppose initially average of 15 people is 40. And now if one person leaves from there with his donation of rupees 50, then tell me what is the change in the average value. So initially the average was 40. And now we calculated that for these 14 people, the average is 39.28. So from 40, the average reduced to 39.28. So I can say the difference is 0.72. The average reduces by 0.72.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, पहला
And
वाला
if
में
it
क्या
would have
लिखा
been
है?
16 people, then it would have increased. Then I would have said that the average increased by this much. क्या?
पहला वाला में क्या लिखा है? I will give you 14 values.
Out of 15, I'll give you the 14 values. Someone donated 2, someone donated 10, someone 40. You need to tell me
Okay.
how much will the 15th people donate, 15th person do.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now another very common question from here. Again, the same backdrop. Average of 15 people, 40. So we calculated that the sum of the observation is 600. Now I'm saying you, what happened is when I was calculating, someone donated 5050, but I misheard and I wrote 1550. So my total doesn't match up, right? So someone donated 5050, but by mistake I wrote 1550. So that means this average 40 is wrong. This total 600 is wrong. What is correct? Number of people. Number of people are 50. But what happened is for one people I wrote the wrong amount. And the amount should have been 50, but I wrote 1550. So
3 lakh.
50 was misread as 50. What we need to find is correct mean. Please wait. Correct mean. Mean is what? Sum of observation by number of observation. Number of observation is still 50. So I want to find out correct total. What is my initial total, guys? Initial total was 600. Yes. So from that, you remove whatever was wrong. So from that, we are removing 15 rupees, which was a wrong value. And then you add the correct value, that is rupees 50. From 600, you remove the incorrect value and you add the correct value. That is 635. Then you divide it again by 15 to get the correct mean, which is 42.33. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, guys?
No, ma'am.
Okay, why did I start this? I forgot. The mathematical treatment property. So, sectioning. Number of people, say 20. Average, 35. Section B. Number of people, 30. Average, 27. What I want is combined mean. What I want is combined mean. Combined mean will be again what? Sum of all observation by number of observation. So if I combine section A and section B, how many total persons will be there?
50.
50.
50. Agreed, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
What is
ma'am.
the
Yes,
sum of
ma'am.
observation here?
30
700.
25 into 20.
700. What is the sum of observation here?
810.
10.
So total sum will be 700 plus 810
1510.
divided by 50.
30.2.
30.2.
So the combined average is 30. So what I was saying is, I don't even know that in section A, which student got how much marks. I know the combined average of that batch, right? In section B, I don't know what is the score of those 30 people, but I know that their average score is 27. So using just the mean of the two set, I can find the combined mean of the total class, right? This thing is known as sub-mathematical treatment property. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम इसमें
Yes,
दोनों
ma'am.
का प्लस करके
Sorry?
डिवाइडेड बाय 2 नहीं कर सकता.
नहीं. The total number of people in each of the class is not same. If it would
अगर
have
उसको
been first
सेम करा
20
तो
and second 20,
समझ गया. ठीक है.
now what did I do? Number of people n1, number of people n2. So denominator was n1 plus n2, or we can say, okay, this is what is written in your book, so use the symbol. This is x1 bar and this is the mean. So sum of observation, this was what? N1 into x1 bar. This was n2 into x2 bar. And what I did is I multiplied them. So this is the formula for combined mean. This is the formula for combined mean. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, coming back here, this was mean. We'll be calculating deviation. What was deviation? Deviation is a fancy word for
Difference, ma'am.
difference. So earlier in assumed mean and step deviation, we found the difference from a random x value. Now I'm saying, to make you understand the property, I'm going to find the difference from mean. I'm going to find deviation from mean. I'm going to find the deviation from mean. Mean was 13.5. Mean was 13.5. Yes, no? So minus 11. Then minus 6. Minus 1. 4. 9. Is it understood? From each of the value of x, I subtracted the mean 13.5. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
हाँ मैम.
Now, find out this deviation total. Find the total of deviation. So, kuch wrong. I
-5.
calculated. No, I made a mistake there.
मैम ठीक ही तो है, -11 -6 -149।
एक सेकंड रुको। Okay. Now, if I find the total of FD, find the total of FD.
-5.
FD total.
Oh, sorry.
F into D. He said -5. I said no. करो. It should be 0.
Yes, ma'am. 0.
So we say that in general, if it would not have been a frequency, then the sum of deviations with the total sum of deviation will always be 0. And we say algebraic sum. Why am I saying algebraic sum? Because if there is a negative symbol, we will consider the negative sign. That's why algebraic. Algebraic tells us that take the sign whatever the number has with it, right? There will also be absolute sum. Absolute sum means I won't consider the negative sign in that case. So whenever we calculate this deviation total from mean, answer will always be 0. It has to be 0. Whenever we are finding the algebraic sum of the deviations, the answer has to be always 0. Yes? So property of arithmetic mean. Properties of arithmetic mean. First, it is properly and rigidly defined. Properly and rigidly defined. It is unique. Third, it is based on all observations. Fourth, it is affected by extreme observation as well as sampling fluctuations. It is affected by both change of origin and scale. That is y equal a x plus b, then mean of y is a into mean of x plus b. It is subject to mathematical treatment. It is subject to mathematical treatment. Series 1, number of observation and mean. Number of observation n1, n2, mean x1 bar, x2 bar. Then combined mean x bar, n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar upon n1 plus n2. 7. The algebraic sum of deviations calculated from mean is 0. Summation x minus x bar is Let's try the sums. Question number 22. The mean combined height of 25 male workers in a factory is 61 inches. This is N1, this is X1 bar. And that the mean height of 35 female worker is this. Find the combined height of 60. So X bar will be 25 into 61 plus 35 into 58 divided by 25 plus 35, that is 60. Total 59.25. Did you all get this answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
23. The mean age of a combined group of people. The mean age of a combined group. So we already know the combined mean, which is combined mean, that is 30.5. If the mean age of the group of men is 35 and that of the group of women is 25. So number of men into 35 plus number of women into 25 divided by m plus w. So we will first find out m by w. You could have also done trial and error. The same question is there in the ICI module. It has the percentage of men and women. So they'll give you in the option that men is this much, right? So in that case, what we do is, okay, one more thing. Average of men is 35, average of women is 25, right? So 30.5, the average of 35 and 25 is 30 and the mean is more 30.5. It is nearer to 35 than 25. So men quantity will be more than women. So if in options, only one of the option has number of men more than women, then tick directly that. Purpose. The mean of men and is 35 and the mean of women is 25. Combined mean is 30.5, which is nearer to 35, the average of men. So number of men will be more than number of women. Okay. So if in your options, you have 4 options provided. If in your option only one of the option has number of men more than women, then directly tick that. No need for calculation. Yes, right now. Or if in your options are there, then you can also do trial and error. For example, it says 50%, 50%, 60%, 40%. Then instead of M, put 60, instead of W, put 40. And you see if the answer comes out to be 30.5. If yes, then that's your answer. If no, then change. Here, what we can do is cross multiplication. It's any day better to do trial and error. 30.5 minus 25. 5.5. 35 minus 30.5. 4.5. 55 women equal to 45 men. So men by women, 55 by 45. 55% men, 45% women. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
हाँ मैम
It's easier to do trial and error. Directly instead of M, you should have put 55, instead of woman 45 and see if you get 30.5. If yes, then that's your correct answer. For 24. The mean weight of 150 students in a class is 60 kg. The mean of boys in the class is 70 and that of girls is 55. So number of men, if it is x, x into 70 plus number of women will be smaller, 150 minus x into 55. You can solve or do trial and error. They will give you number of boys and girls, do trial and error. But remember that number of boys and number of girls has to come total of 150. You have to have 150 total. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
yes
25. The average weight of a group of 20 boys was calculated to be 89.4. So we can find out sum of observation, that will be 20 into 89.4,
1788.
1780. Then it was discovered that one weight was misread as 78 instead of the correct one 87. So 78 is wrong, 87 is correct. So after that, from this, we will subtract 78 and add 87,
Yes, ma'am.
1797.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
divided by number of people, 20. The correct mean is 89.85. No need of pen. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody? Next, the mean of 100 observation is 40. So the sum will be 100 into 40. The
Okay,
items were
okay.
wrongly taken as 30 and 27 instead of this. These are the correct ones. These are the incorrect ones, right? So remove the incorrect ones and then add the correct ones and then divide it by the total observation 100. So 100 into 40 minus 30 minus 27 plus 3 plus 72. 4018 divided by 100, 40.18. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
27. The average height of a group of 40 students is 155. So first 40 into 155, this is the total. It was later discovered that height of the one student was read as 157 instead of 137. This is incorrect and this is correct. Incorrect 157, correct 137 divided by total this 40 into 155 minus 157 plus 137 divided by 40. 154.5. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
everybody clear?
Ma'am.
Okay, that's it for today's session.